Alright, there we go. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hi, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Sunless Citadel, a Torchbearer role-playing game adventure. I am your host and GM, Eric. I'm EricVulgaris and everything. And hi. So glad to be back. I know we had to take a couple, we had to take a hot minute break, but, we're here, and the hype's real. So let's go around and say what's up, how we're doing. So let's start with Elaine. Texas, what's up? Hey, you're muted. I know. That's why I'm starting with you.
Myself somewhere. Hey, Eric.
Hey.
First of all, happy birthday, officially on stream.
Yeah, thank you. It is my birthday today. That's true.
Good for you. And you're celebrating it with Torchbearer, which is
which is the only way to celebrate a birthday.
Bad for us, potentially. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm Alain. Alain. Jex's 1985. Whatever. I'll be playing a character that is yet to be introduced tonight.
Yes. So that'd be cool. Excited for that. All right. Let's just keep going on in order. So, Martin.
Hi. Thank you. Happy birthday, of course. Well, I wanted to say congratulations, but that's a Dutch thing, I suppose.
I made it another year.
Yeah, yay. So my name is Maarten or Marendel, and I'm still playing Arendelle, the Elf Ranger, and I will be playing him for the coming weeks, I think. So because we're getting out alive.
Definitely. Cool. Sure. Yeah, definitely gonna get out alive. Yep, that's what they all say, especially the dead ones. Okay, Paulo.
Hi everyone, I'm Brona Gamer, and I am playing Deckard, the Dwarven Adventurer, who, I don't know, started out as a film noir detective and now is basically a fiasco character finding himself in the wrong game, the wrong place, at the wrong time. Get ready for blood, and go ahead, Eric, it's your birthday, so, get to do what you want.
Sure. Last but not least, Alex. You muted.
Yeah, you're muted somehow. I don't know.
You're muted somehow. You're not muted in Zoom.
Maybe in Windows or. Yeah.
We were literally talking with him right before we went live.
No, can't hear you. No.
Nothing,
Okay, I've done this improv game. He's saying, "Hello, I'm Alex. I'll be playing Grice Last Light," and he's a member
sap-soaked cleric of the World Tree, the Order of the World Tree.
Perennial World Tree. Happy birthday, Eric! I'm super excited to do this, and hearts for Gilly.
Fake Alex, fake underscore Alex.
Blue.
Something like that, yeah.
And today I'm doing this show in mime, which is perfect for an audio medium.
Yeah, cool, awesome. So we're playing Torchbearer. Torchbearer, if you don't know already, is a game designed by Luke Crane and Tor Oswald, and it is a game simulating the crawl of dungeon crawling, and for purposes of this adventure, we've been doing a remix of an old 3rd edition D&D game called the Sunless Citadel, or a D&D adventure called the Sunless Citadel, put out I think it was literally the first published D&D module of 3rd edition. I could be wrong, but anyways, we've been using that for our start. How does Alex have a built-in camera away message? What the hell?
It's annoying, isn't it?
That looks what? I
he had it last time we played as well.
How do you do that? Yeah. Okay. So you start every Torchbearer game with a prologue. What you need to do is one of us, preferably the person who didn't do it last time, they will have to get to step up and kind of give a quick little previously on Torchbearer thing in order to recover some of their health. In this game, there's no hit points. Instead, you have conditions. For example, you can be hungry and thirsty, to sick, afraid, exhausted, injured. If you played Mouse Guard, it's very much like that. Torchbearer is essentially advanced Mouse Guard, or more complicated Mouse Guard. So, who wants to go ahead and do that, and then we'll go through beliefs, instincts, and goals after we had that little refresher. Yeah. Alex, are you
Is
back?
that going to be the recap?
I think so.
Last time.
Yeah, you're back. We hear you.
That's troubleshooting, people. Thank you so much for the mime intro. That was beautiful.
It was a very, very good one.
Well, it's going to be me or Alex, I suppose. Although
Yeah.
I have to admit that I'm a bit vague on what happened exactly last time, except for some people dying.
Okay. Well, I can totally do it. The only catch is that I'd only be recovering hungry and thirsty. And you have exhausted, which is a bit more of a deal to recover.
I believe they're also
know.
injured.
Are you
Yeah, bro.
still injured?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we got injured from like the ghillie thing, right?
Mhm.
From that fight. Yeah.
I thought Gilly died, so he didn't.
Don't you put that on me. I'm not responsible for you getting injured.
No, I didn't say that.
That's what it sounded like.
I'm gonna start off with rules lawyering. Didn't Gilly sacrifice his life?
Yeah, no, that's actually didn't that happen? Didn't he sacrifice himself so we didn't get
Yeah,
like
I think it was a
condition?
compromise. I think it was a compromise of I gave you the choice between being exhausted. I don't know, somebody give me the prologue.
Okay, in that
I
case,
can't
I'm not
do it.
exhausted and injured.
You have to.
So no, we were I don't know. We were camping after we killed yellow mold, and then we started looking for stuff to make torches, so we did, and we then ventured forth and went through the door with lots of footprints leading up to it, and and there were a number of not goblins but cleric.
The statue before that.
Sorry?
You remember the statue that you investigated?
There was a statue, and Arundel tried to read the inscription and failed. Well, he read it, but he didn't pronounce every word correctly. And he sort of managed to got burned. He was burned a bit by the statue.
Mm-hmm.
So he got injured and he recovered. And
No, he did not. Okay, Grice fucking healed.
well, yeah,
failed.
sorry,
to
Grice healed him. That's it. Well, at least, I mean, he recovered. I can remember exactly what.
not recovery.
So Grice treated him. And Arundel was grateful
Yes.
for that. So after we sort of got ready and we opened the door, and there were a couple of cultists and evil saplings.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, evil saplings. Yeah, and
It was goblins, not cultists, but yeah.
was it goblins?
It was goblins.
Oh.
In
It
a way,
wasn't
they're
goblins.
kind of cultists because they work for him, but by
Yeah.
proxy.
Well, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
there were. So, and Deckard, being Deckard, stormed in, I think, while we were shooting arrows. And no, didn't I see Deckard looking like
We sort of organized. We tried to do a sneak attack with Gilly going around the side and stabbing somebody in the back.
Yeah, and Arundel shooting arrows at them. Well, Arundel was shooting arrows, and basically we sort of tried to do we tried to maneuver to do like a sort of flanking move with Deckard then going in, and we sort of managed to kill them, but unfortunately they in a sort of final effort to also get rid of us. Well, it didn't actually go like that, because first Arundel was taken out of the fight and Deckard was as well. Grice and Gilly were left standing, and unfortunately, while taking out the final goblin, they also managed to take out Gilly.
Yep. There was
I should say they didn't take out Gilly. Gilly managed to defend his fellow adventurers while taking out the last one.
Yeah, while our party was trying to recover quickly after our very long, drawn-out conflict with these goblins, they got the alarm off, and their fresh goblins and twig blights were on their way.
Yeah, and while
Gilly kind of was like, I'll hold them off as you guys can get out.
Yeah, and while
earn this.
While Grice and Arundel were we're getting ready to leave the scene. Deckard had seemed to have other ideas, and that's where we left off.
Yep. And the last scene was actually Gilly didn't die per se. Gilly was captured by Belak the Outcast, or by the goblins, and brought to the Undertree.
Yeah, Gilly was being plantified by...
Plantify is a good verb for what happened. I don't know the actual term. It's probably...
Planted?
Succumbed? I don't know. I think it's like succumbed, actually. I don't know.
Gilly took root?
Yeah, he took root.
He became compost mortem.
Yeah, he became... Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, good. Thank you. Thank you for the that recap there. So go ahead and recover the conditions in the recovery order.
But the thing is, we didn't get exhausted and injured, right? I really can't remember, because I remember negotiating about it.
No, I think Gilly being captured was he saved you. That was the compromise there.
Okay, so then I'm recovering nature.
It'll be $5 a piece.
Perfect. Okay, so now we can't hear you again, Alex. But the next thing we do is we have to review our belief, instincts, and goals, and then we can begin play. Because it's the Burning Wheel HQ game. Everything, your experience all comes from your what you believe and what you drive for. It's what you fight for, and that's definitely what fuels you and turns you from just being a dirty, grungy peasant to the inklings of a hero, especially in Torchbearer. So let's go ahead and review all that kind of stuff. So now that we have that recap, kind of give us a fresh little idea in our mind of what's going on next, we should do all those beliefs, instincts, and goals and stuff. So who wants to go first?
I don't mind. My belief is my new belief: we cannot continue adventuring in this shape. We must get to safety before confronting Gilly's killers and rescuing the other adventurers. My new goal is Gilly is dead. Deckard is going mental or doing some weird dwarven grudgy thing. Anyway, I need to get Grice out alive then. My new instinct is Gilly provided us with food and light, and even gave his life to protect the party. Although I'm not as good a cook as he was, I will try and find provisions while camping, remembering our dapper halfling. And in practice, this means finding material for torch making.
Okay, so you will try to scavenge supplies.
Yes.
Okay, cool. When you camp. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, who wants to go next?
I could give Grice's. Can
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, well, now while we can still hear you.
Yeah, like I just need to. Okay, so Grice's belief hasn't changed. It is still, one may be fearless and focused, but only by working together do we become formidable. His goal, however, has changed. It is now, cuttings be damned. I must see sunlight again before I perish. And his instinct is, words are well and good, but to truly serve the divine, accurate records must be kept. Whenever there is opportunity, I will put quill to parchment, and that hasn't changed.
Mm-hmm. Great. Cool. Excellent. So that would help with like cartography and stuff. Nice. Okay, who wants to go next? It's probably got to be you.
Deckard's belief and goals have changed a little bit. His belief is now they have taken something that is mine. That halfling showed strength, and I will not let my enemies get away with this. I will make them pay. I will make them all pay. And therefore, his goal has become, Gilly has died a warrior's death. He awaits us in the after. I will honor his memory by baptizing his body in glorious blood and celebrate his death by sanctifying it. And, it flows forward from his original instinct. My companions lack the strength to see this through. When they struggle with their task, I will celebrate the glory of our coming demise by throwing my body into the mix.
So basically helping anybody with strength or health related. Yep.
Exactly.
Cool. Excellent. And then, of course, we would talk about Gillies and stuff like that, but since Gilly is no longer a player character, we'll just have to wait real quick when we get back to town. And Jex is cool with that. We all talked about it. So, awesome. So, yeah, we are kind of stuck down deep in the Citadel. Specifically, you guys were kind of fleeing from the bottommost layer. And you guys were trying to make it back up to the surface, right?
Yeah. Well, that's
we were
right.
the moment when the saplings were charging on us, right?
Yeah.
When that was the complication, if I recall, from the previous conflict.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah,
what's the status? Are we in the conflict, or
No, you were out of the conflict.
I
Basically,
think
you
we
guys...
saw Gilly go down, and he's dragged away, and Bryce is horrified by this,
Mhm.
and sort of rushes to despite the he's exhausted, he's starving, he's thirsty, tired after this fight. No condition for a fight, but just the idea of losing Gilly to these abominations is unthinkable, and he's rushing headlong into conflict. And I think Arundel is holding him back. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arundel is Arundel tries to stop Grice and says, "Grice, Gilly's lost. You don't want to become one of them as well. Please."
But it's Gilly.
Yes, but look at him. Look at his eyes.
We're all lost. We can't stay together, Arundel.
We have to get back, and that's the only way we might be able to save some part of Gilly, possibly. To regroup first, get our bearings, and then come back here. We can't do anything for now.
And I think Grice glances at Deckard. What are you doing?
So just for my orientation here, there are, what were there, 3-4 of these sproutlings marching at us?
I think there were 6 or so. There was a squad of these saplings kind of marching, scampering towards you guys, and especially where Gilly was kind of down, right, and kind of Gilly took a blow, and then they kind of all showed up, and Gilly kind of gets up, and it's ready to fight them back, and it tells you guys to go, and it gets kind of taken away, and you guys had to pull Grice away from this. So that's kind of where you're at. I'll give you the option, I assume you guys might be still in this room, but if you guys actually ended up if you want to start in the hallway where you closed the door and locked it or whatever, that's fine too. But basically, yeah.
I think we were at the door,
Yeah.
that, because I could see it, right?
Yeah.
I'm physically being restrained.
Yeah.
What does that guy do?
God, now with 6 of them, this is suicidal. You know what? I'm literally gonna make this a roll of the die. I'm just gonna flip a coin, 1d2 in chat. If it's even, he's going to be reasonable. If it's odd, he's going to be.
Well, here's some circumstances that you guys need to know. I assume you grabbed your packs, you have your packs, but Gilly was the only person with the light source. You guys do not have a light source right now, so you guys are just in this technically you're in dim light because of the violet fungus that hangs around in the small little crevices and stuff of the ceiling and the walls of this old. Now you're like in this transitionary period, like this transition zone between formal carved structure and natural cavern. Obviously, it gets a little bit more brighter. The thrumming of the tree, right? Remember how you were hearing that earlier on?
We heard drumming.
Or drumming, but it was more like thrumming. It sounds like I described it like it's almost like the engine of a warp core, you know, like of a Starfleet, like that pulsing thrum, like that very low bass heartbeat. Yeah, this place just calls like that, like magic. The magic of that tree is so perverse and so strong that it literally becomes audible.
Yeah.
So darkness as well. Okay, you know what? In that case, I'm gonna make it a 1d3 rather than 1d2.
Oh, so I like how it's dark. You guys are injured and it's hopeless, and it's like, do I stay? There's a 33% chance.
Just 1 out of 3. If it's a 1, Deckard's gonna be crushing in there and avenging Gilly the best he can.
Sure, let's see it.
The dice apparently do not want me to stay around.
Yes.
2 out of 3? 2 out of 3? No.
Okay.
Okay, fine. You know what? I think then in that case, Deckard's doing one of these last possible moments, like they're going away, you know, or at least Grice is being sort of pulled away by Arundel, and Deckard's sort of kneeling on the spot where Gilly is, sort of hand in. I'm assuming there's some blood, you know, hand blood.
I think. Do I have time to cast a spell? Sorry, so are they these like? Is there something coming for us, Eric? Or
no? They seem to have kind of like stopped with the prisoner, right, and then have taken him back.
Okay, so I think that
Gilly's sacrifice, you have a moment of reprieve.
Yeah, I think Arundel starts making. All kinds of starts making gestures, and you guys have seen this before. He's starting to sort of make a sort of circle shape with his hands, mutters a bit, and starts casting Mystic Porter to create a disc to carry. Gilly's backpack and all the other sacks and things that he was carrying somewhere on him.
Okay. All right. So I think you have to make a roll to cast that spell.
Yeah, I remember that we looked at this and we had this discussion the last time.
It's an Arcanist check, but here are some factors for that test. I think to cast a spell, I'm pretty sure dim light will be a factor here. Yep. So you're gonna
spell. Some spells have a fixed obstacle in their description.
You want it to last until you get back to town, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, for example, like that's a factor to the test. In fact, that would probably make it pretty difficult.
The thing was, this doesn't have an obstacle to cast. This one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's factors, doesn't it?
There's definitely has factors though.
Yeah, it does to learn, to scribe.
But
no,
it lists obstacles for those, and then below that it lists factors.
Exactly.
Oh, that.
Exactly. And so you want something to carry a backpack?
Yeah.
And what else? Because based on the size, has certain inventory slots essentially.
So 8 slots, 10 slots, 12 slots, and then 4 turns, 5 turns, 6 turns phase.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. So it sounded like you wanted a phase, which immediately would make this an obstacle 4, plus whatever size of this disc that you want would make it even higher. So you're looking at maybe...
I think 8 inventory slots is okay size wise.
One backpack.
You don't need a phase.
And we don't need a phase. We like 4 turns will be enough. After that, either you recast or we figure it out, right? Like,
Oh, we're dead.
Okay, so you want to just do
Yeah.
like a quick one?
Yeah,
right.
because there is
Yeah.
stuff happening. I just
Yeah,
want to like
okay.
do a quick and dirty spellcast.
Yeah, so you close your eyes and you make the incantations. This is an Ob2 Arcanist roll for you to summon the porter.
Okay. Arcanists. No, there's nothing I can really use to add to this. I think. Can I use? Sorry, is it Fate or Persona to add my nature?
It's Persona to tap your nature and add your
Yeah.
nature dice to this roll.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Persona. Nature goes down 1 only if I fail, right?
No. Is
No,
this
just in
part
general.
of your nature or not?
No.
As an
no.
elf?
No.
Okay. So then this is against your nature, so it will still be taxed no matter what.
Yeah. Okay.
But then
so
your nature when you invoke your nature, and so when you spend a persona point, one of the rewards that you get from following your beliefs, instincts, and goals, and you add your nature to your roll. If you're adding your nature to a roll where the situation is against one's nature or does not fit into the 3 categories of your nature, you will tax your nature. But if you fail this roll, in addition to doing that, you also lose additional points of your nature equal to the difference of how much you fail by.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen anyway.
We've never had that happen, I think.
No, I'm gonna pass.
This happened to Gilly. Okay, sorry.
And I'm gonna
Roll.
use I'm gonna use loner against myself. There we go. Lost in thoughts. I'm still thinking of what happened to Gilly, so I might not be able to cast this as well as I usually can. There we go. Obstacle 2.
Yes. Oh my god, easy. Easy. Look at that. Oh my god, you rolled 4 6s. You're using your luck up all nice and quick. Oh yeah, this is no problem for you. Maybe the sacrifice and the need for this fills you with determination or whatever, but this is like without anything. It works.
It's so fast.
Aren't you?
do it
Yeah.
one-handed, and like you're like one hand, you're kind of like still pushing Grice back. Like Grice is
Yeah.
not, he's not physically strong, and you're much bigger than him, much taller, and probably even like more substantial. He's a scrawny, lithe fucker, like not imposing apart from like in attitude. And you cast the porter, and I think Grice is like, but Gilly, his pack, look, it's here, and
Yeah. So get it on it. Get his stuff.
Loot the room.
Loot the bodies.
I think Deckard's getting what's important. He's trying to scrape up every bit of little dust and sand and dirt and whatever's lying around that has Gilly's blood in it, and trying to sort of get that into like a little pouch.
Yeah.
Whatever leftover he can find.
All right. And you guys are basically out of time then after that.
Yeah. The spell doesn't cost any. It doesn't cost a turn or anything, by the way.
So
Yep.
Gilly's backpack, including the small sack, is 8 slots. So that's exactly enough, I think.
Perfect.
Um,
Okay. So everything just fits on this little like disc that you summon.
It depends. If you throw stuff out of the backpack, then yes. You
Okay.
can add more.
Cool. Are we gonna proceed out of here?
yeah.
Okay. Where's the closest place you can use cartography, Alex?
Upstairs. I'm
At the top of the rope.
yeah. Like
Okay,
no,
then-
no, not the rope. Whoa, no. We are the room with the dragon statue is certainly mapped. I'm not sure if the room after that is mapped actually.
Okay, so then you can make it back to the
we
shrine.
didn't get it room.
I remember saying that we should update our map at the dragon statue, but I'm not sure we actually did.
I don't
Let's.
think we did that either. I
Well,
think that
We placed so here's a benefit of playing on the internet. We can just quickly roll up. Here's all the goblins healing tests, scout tests. This is all from our conflict. We have theologian tests. We have health and will. We have a ritualist test. Let's see if we see anything about a cartographer.
I definitely did it.
Yeah, it's
telling you now, I
right
watched
above
it all.
the Gilly Scout test and Goblin Census
Yeah,
test.
I see it.
Ah, okay.
Oh, did I just scroll right
Nice.
by it then? All right, cool.
I got a condition
Oh.
for it, I think. Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, you got a condition for it.
No, I didn't. Did I? I don't know. It happened anyway.
Yeah, but you definitely did one. No, I remember. That makes sense. I remember you getting that. So okay.
Get to the statue.
Yeah. So you guys are able to so you hear the sounds of that thrumming again. But you guys are kind of going away from it. Once again you have to like go down this long dark hallway, go through this like damp dark underpass. There's no signs of any creatures or anything like that, but your nerves are on such a edge that you're like looking around trying to find something. But then until you finally get to that room, the one with the giant statue of the dragon, right? That black marble statue of this realistic looking dragon that's kind of like coiled.
Yeah.
You
the
got
one
there.
that tried to cleanse me.
Yeah, the one that tried to cleanse Arendelle. So yeah, you make it back there okay. Are you guys gonna try to get out of here?
Is this how we honor a fallen? Is this how we honor Gilly?
It's
Going the wrong
shameful.
way.
Deckard got some of his. Tell him, Deckard, what you just did. I'm not sure he saw, but we got some remains. We can like give do a proper ceremony for that, and then we can come back. Try and get some help in town.
Enough for a ceremony.
I know
You
it's
call
not enough.
A proper ceremony? That's not a proper ceremony. We need his body back.
A temporary ceremony then. God. But we can't just go in like this. We need to get some help. We need to recover. We need to, I don't know, calm down before and come up with a plan before going back there and maybe collect what remains of Gilly, what remains of these adventurers that we set out to find. That.
And I think Grice is fiddling, like he's trying to light a torch, right? And he's striking the flint with the small piece of steel to try and get a spark to light this torch. And his hands are shaking. He's like, I can't do this. You do it. For fuck's sake. This isn't right.
Well, Arendelle or
I
Deckard?
want to see sunlight before I die. Yes.
Wait, we are in the room with the dragon statue, right?
Yes.
Deckard is not busy lighting any torches. Deckard is taking his flail to the dragon statue, just literally like, I'm gonna tear this fucking place down! This is shouting, trying to wreck whatever he can lay his hands on.
It's gonna go badly.
It's gonna go marvelously.
Okay.
Quickly, Hearthstone.
No. Do you want to actually try to break the statue? Like,
It's huge, isn't it? Right?
yeah, it's a huge statue.
Life size.
I remember asking if we could take it because
He's just gonna go for it. He's gonna try and wreck it.
Okay. Well, that would probably be fighter test, probably, right? To try to like do damage to this thing is probably just a straight fighter test versus an obstacle. The obstacle of like breaking this thing, well, this is like hard metal, or excuse me, a hard marble. Probably 3, right? 4 because of the. Okay, so you're still. Did you actually end up lighting that torch, Grice?
I think I thrust it at Arendelle. So
Okay.
like flint
Yeah.
steel torch at Arendelle.
yeah. So I'm carrying a torch.
Okay.
You seem calmer, so I reckon you probably lit it.
And then are you wearing your
I have a
backpack?
tinderbox, so I can
okay.
easily lit it.
Are you wearing your backpack?
Ooh, me?
No, Byronic. Deckard.
Sorry.
I have a satchel.
Oh,
So,
okay. It's
yeah,
not a factor.
I'd be wearing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Eric
So-
fishing for evil
Op
factors.
3.
No.
Okay. That is a fighter test, and you know what? He's going to dump. I'm going to use a persona that lowers, I believe, his nature by definition. Right, the one. To dump his nature into that.
So you take this time to relieve some of your built up stress and stuff from this by just taking out on this giant statue.
Are you avenging
keeping?
Yeah, like
I don't know. I'm definitely basically the way I see it is Gilly is one of the. I can't just add grudges, but basically that's sort of the idea that he's doing. They took Gilly from me, so I'm going to just wreck something up there.
No, you can. Okay, so I think there's some misinformation about what you can declare as a grudge
Yeah,
when you
this doesn't count as the grudge.
because you can declare a grudge whenever you want, but it has to be a dramatic thing, like I swear on the life of my father and my father's father, blah blah blah, that this person, you have to like make a big thing about making this your thing, right? So you can do it anytime. You can have multiple grudges, but when you do it, there's like a ritual to like making an official grudge, right?
no grudging on the fly. It's not permitted. Yeah.
Now, this is too on the fly. I mean, if we encounter, whatever Gilly has turned into, that's going to be a grudge. That is going to end up something like that. So one question. I am just dumping the nature in here. So my nature is going to go down by 1. Do I use the first nature or the second nature to add to it? Like, it's now 4. So since I'm just burning this up, like 3 or 4?
First, 4. It's 4, and then afterwards it's 3.
Exactly.
Perfect. Okay, dumping that in there. Let's see. Can I use anything? I am born of earth and stone. I'm pretty. I know where to hit marble to really sort of find the weakness in a statue. I know about stoneworking. I'm gonna hit the weak spots. What was it? 3, 4?
Yeah, it was 3.
3. Come on, Gilly, this is for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys are kind of like here for a little bit as you guys are trying to light this torch and stuff, and then all of a sudden we see like the sparks as metal hits stone, and we hear, and you're not making like any progress at the start, right? And then all of a sudden we start seeing like cracks form as you just relentlessly just keep going down on this thing's neck, right? And then finally like it gives way in the hacks, and we see this red you remember like the former like red kind of like low hue color of the eyes of this dragon, the sockets of this dragon's eyes, they like deplete to black, and it just falls lifeless to the ground. Its bottom jaw breaks, and it just leaves sort of like the maw of the dragon kind of like on the ground, crooked, the black marble and stuff leaving the dust rubble around it. You've successfully decapitated the marble statue.
And I think Deckard's basically like sort of grunting, just hunched over, going, right, let's fucking go, and just moves off.
Yeah, if you didn't have a dwarven axe, I'm pretty sure it would probably been destroyed in the process, but you have good gear. Okay.
And I think, yeah, once the statue's head hits the ground, like boom of that, I think that sort of snaps Grice. Like he realizes where he is again. Like it becomes like he was in shock, and it becomes different. It becomes like, now they're gonna hear us. Like there's no way that noise went unnoticed. And he calms down for a moment. He's like, here, look, follow the map. It's not too far. And I'm gonna use cartography to get us the hell out of this dungeon.
Nice. Okay.
And the first place my map starts off is the top of the ravine. So like where that inscription was.
Yeah.
Above the rope, which we initially climbed down.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is that?
Oh, a map.
A map.
Yeah, you guys are up here. I dragged you over here, didn't I? That's fine.
Yeah.
Oops. Okay.
Oh my god, this is
The secret.
Pay no attention. Pay no attention. Okay. So you guys were there. You went up, and now, So now it's just about a half day's journey to town. Let me roll a quick D2 to see if it's day or night, because you guys have been underground for so long. All right, it's daytime. So you see the sun, right? You guys, you guys sneak past the kobold patrols that are obviously looking for you guys, due to your cartography skills, and you take that long way around, and you guys make it out. You go through all the rubble, and you come to this darkness, and you look up and you see this bright blue sky through this chasm. As you go back up the switchback stairs, you make it up the ropes and stuff, and you're out into this dry escarpment, but there's a sky above you. There's a sun. It warms your face.
You mean the vile day star that burns your skin? This is no place.
Yeah, some call it that, but
Well, dwarves.
I think through all this, Deckard's just, awkwardly silent. Not just grumpily silent, but awkwardly silent.
And I think for the first time, like, Grice's tears dry, and they leave marks all across his cheeks and all across his face and nose, where like the sap and the dirt and the filth of dungeoneering has been washed away by this salt water, and there's the warmth of sunlight, and for a moment, for a few minutes, he just sits on the top of this ravine and looks down.
I think Arundel, coming into the sun, finally starts to realize what some of his elven brothers and sisters feel like when they move away into the west on their ships, like the feeling of, like, I don't know, some calling grief, but grief, but no, it's grief because, well, grief for them, but also he understands like how nice it must actually be to go there.
Yeah, so it's not just grief, but the
like a sort of longing.
Yeah, the removal.
Like a sort of. Yeah, but like a removal, like a sort of calming, warm, fuzzy feeling inside because of the sun. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. So, what was once just an adventure for once 5 of you, now 4 remain, and this place is now a tomb for one of your companions.
4, 3?
4, 5. I'm the GM. I'm with you guys. I'm this invisible narrator.
It's Gilly's shadow following us.
And our silent spectators too.
Yes.
Does Arundel say anything at this time?
No, I don't think so. I think he's lost in thought.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys want to show back up in town?
Yeah, I think after a moment, like we have that sort of quiet for a bit, and Grice is like, "It's not long back to town. I must take word of what we've seen here. Pass on the message. We'll need help. We're not done with this place, but you're right. We do need supplies. We do need more bodies. We need more able companions."
I think at that point, Arundel sort of looks up like, right, let's go. We need to get some more help, some able bodies. He wasn't really paying attention to what Grice was saying.
Cool.
Deckard just looks blankly at him and just starts walking.
Okay.
Great. All right. Let me do a quick little roll for what it's like when you go to town. because everything for the town phase has a sort of like initial starting disposition, and then we'll go to our break, and then we'll come back in.
And am I right in thinking that town can just be closed to us?
Right?
Well,
it's actually
Well, if
possible.
you roll a 2, there's
Keep
a
in
disaster.
mind, yeah. Do you remember last time we went to town? Remember how you riddled off the debt collectors, but they said if you come back, it'd be problems.
Don't have money for them.
Exactly. So,
We have 3D. We have 3D6, a backpack, and we might have some crap. I don't know. 6 piece. Oh crap! Minor inconvenience.
Yep. I have a few ideas for what a minor inconvenience looks like.
Like a dwarven town.
Light versus sensation, Eric.
No, this is Oakhurst, right?
This is still Oakhurst.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh no.
That's not nice. Clearly.
Oh,
Minor
that's fine.
inconvenience.
They didn't. Okay.
There's a student. There's students that have entered.
It's a debt collector's strike, and a national holiday.
All right.
But everything is hot. Well,
You're not going to tell us. You're just going to cliffhanger it and
Yep.
go to break.
We're gonna go to break. We'll see. All right, guys. So we'll be back in 5 minutes. Thank you so much for watching the first hour. We'll be back in a little bit for the next hour.